Alan Clark is Assistant Commissioner and Commander of the Major Events and Incidents Group with New South Wales Police. Good morning and welcome to 702 Breakfast. These are very serious allegations.
Well, they certainly are serious allegations as put by the Sydney Morning Herald this morning. I strongly refute that. I've had a personal involvement in the rollout of Taser through New South Wales Police, and I feel absolutely opposite. The strong evidence is, and the supporting evidence is, that police are using these appropriately. They are making the community safer. They are helping protect our police officers, and they're a valuable piece of police equipment.
Did you and other police in power feel this way before the trial?
Well, certainly not. I think if we look at the history, and I might point out we don't feel that we certainly feel vindicated all the way through, but if we look at the history of Taser with New South Wales Police, it's been phased in. It started in 2002 as a specialist piece of equipment with our Tactical Operations Unit. In 2006 it was introduced to our Public Order and Riot Squad, and based on the very solid evidence that it was a sound piece of tactical equipment in those areas, it was rolled out in 2008. First to our general duty supervisors and duty officers, our senior police, and after a period of review and following the very evident benefits of the equipment, the overwhelming evidence is that this device needed to be with our first responders. That's our young police that are first on the scene.
Are you denying these specific examples? Was a handcuffed child stunned?
The Sydney Morning Herald has obtained, under Freedom of Information, our brief situation reports. They're a condensed document that is provided soon after the time of an incident. It has to be condensed onto one page. It can only have the basic facts, and it appears the journalist has made interpretations in respect of that. So when we say there was one of these used in a juvenile detention facility, the evidence is in that is that the young person had actually gone onto the building of the premises, that police were called, there was violent resistance, and I don't know the particulars of this particular one, but we can say that many young people in juvenile detention facilities are large individuals, in excess of 100 kilos. Police have to justify the use of the Taser as a reasonable force, and in this instance they were vindicated.
What about this allegation that two suicidal people covered in fuel, which can be ignited by a Taser blast, were in fact stunned?
Well, again, we have to look more deeply into the details of the incident, and police make judgments on the time, balancing up all the full situation. Now, certainly a Taser was used in circumstances where there was fuel involved in a person attempting to commit suicide. The police exercised a judgment. They resolved that situation peacefully. The person was also armed with a knife, and after a period of negotiation and unsuccessful at that point, police utilised Taser. And under those circumstances, everyone remained safe and the actions were vindicated. But I must say that every single time a Taser is used, it is reviewed by a senior police officer. If the probes are discharged, that includes an assistant commissioner, a region commander and his panel. They look intently at the circumstance, and if they believe that the use has been inappropriate or has been misused, they commence their investigations, or they provide that officer with advice and guidance. Look, the big point I think I need to make to you, and was provided to the Sydney Morning Herald, is that since the rollout of Taser, there's been a 24% decrease in the number of police assaulted in that same time.